Hey guys! So today's video is going to be on tips on how to grow out long hair and what worked for me. Now I'm just going to give you a background on my hair type. I do have heat damaged hair, like an inch of it, that I do need to cut off. The back of my hair is 3B, like the curl type is 3B, and the front type is just straight. I have no curl pattern in the front whatsoever, but it's been that way since I was a toddler. So there's not really anything that I can do about it except for try to blend in the front hair with the back. You guys can see it in my previous video, and you guys can see that the front part of my hair is just straight. It does not curl whatsoever, but it's whatever. I could always blend it if I wanted to. So I'm just gonna tell you guys what worked for me, but based on the front of my hair, it just never curled. Like when I was baby, I was born with straight hair. My hair was just plain straight. As I got older and into a toddler, my hair, just the back of my hair became curly and the front part just stayed straight, and that's how my hair grows out in the front straight and grows out in the back curly. Don't ask me why. Now I wrote all the tips down on my phone, so I'm just going to tell them to you one by one. So my first step is no heat for at least 6 months. This is so important, guys. You guys have to learn how to be comfortable with your hair type. Like, if you don't like your hair type, there's always ways that you can go about using your natural hair to make different styles and different hair textures that, not really texture, but hairstyles that you like braid outs, flexi rods, twist styles, like those type of things. Like, just like try not to use heat as much because heat damages your hair. That's why I have an inch worth of heat damage. Step number 2, scalp massages, guys. Let me tell you about scalp massages. These things, like, they feel so good, and like they are just like amazing, and they worked wonderfully for my hair, and they just made my scalp feel really good. Like if you're in the shower, massage your scalp. When you're in the shower, massage your scalp with the shampoo. When you get out, massage your scalp again with some oil, coconut oil, olive oil, jojoba oil, any type of oil that you want, you can massage your scalp with, and that works wonderfully. Usually I massage my scalp at night with coconut oil because that works best for me. But don't try not to do it every single night. You could probably like massage it with the oil like every other night, if you know what I mean, because doing it every single night, it probably like leave your hair really oily and weighed down. So try not to do it. Or you could just like, you could probably do it every day with jojoba oil because that oil is very light. Step number 3, guys, this is for African Americans. Guys, if you want to grow out long hair, stop using grease on your hair. Do not grease your scalp. That is the worst thing that you can ever do. Once my mom stopped doing my mom used to grease my scalp all the time when I used to get braids and stuff, and when she used to do my hair. And I noticed that when I started doing my hair, I just stopped using grease, and that's when my hair started to grow. Grease is just like if you put grease on your skin or you put oil on your skin or something, it will clog your pores, and that's the same thing. And it gives you pimples, and that's the same thing that it does to your hair. It clogs your hair pores, and your hair will not grow. Guys, I am telling you, I'm begging you, please do not use grease on your hair. It's the worst thing that you can do. Your hair would not grow, okay? It would not grow. If you're ever wondering why your hair is not growing, it's because you're using grease, okay? It's because you're using grease. You need to stop. Step number 4, seal your ends at night. Guys, your ends are the oldest part of your hair. Therefore, you have to be so gentle with them. So make sure to seal your ends at night. I seal my ends at night with olive oil to like help, like if I have split ends, it'll help with the split ends and help to mend it. So that's exactly what you guys should do also. And it really does make a difference. Like if you keep doing it every night, you'll notice that if you go to the salon, you would not have to get that many trims. Okay, so make sure to seal your ends at night. Step number 5, make sure to deep condition your hair every time you wash it. Guys, your hair needs moisture. Moisturize your hair. Every time you shampoo your hair, it like it strips away all your natural oils from your hair. So you need something to put the moisture back inside your hair and like replenish your natural oils that are inside your hair. So do make sure to condition your hair every time you wash it. Step number 6, use either a satin pillowcase, a satin scarf, or a satin bonnet for your hair when you sleep at night. Because if you use cotton for your hair is going to get dried by the morning time. Now when you use the satin stuff, it'll keep your hair moisturized and it wouldn't go on the satin things, if you know what I mean. It'll stay on your hair. Now if my hair is wrapped, I will use a satin scarf. But if my hair is curly, I will use a satin bonnet for my hair. And then if my hair is also curly, around the edges, I will tie a satin scarf. And then I'll just use a satin bonnet for the rest of my hair. Step number 7, make sure to get trims when you need it, okay? Right now, I'm getting trims about every month. I'm getting trims about every month because I want the straight pieces in my hair to go away. So that's what I'm doing. I'm getting trims every month for that. So usually when I have my curly hair, I would not be getting trims every month because I will barely be using heat. I'll just rock my curly hair. But as of right now, I'm getting trims every month for my hair. So make sure you get trimmed. You don't have to get trims regularly, but if you notice that there's a lot of split ends in your hair, make sure to get it trimmed. If there's only a little bit, you can trim it yourself. You can trim it yourself, but other than that, if you feel like your hair is dry and it's not soaking back up the moisture, trim your ends, please. Yeah, because you don't want them to look all raggedy and nasty and stuff. So yeah, trim your ends. Step number 8. So step number 8 is protein treatments. Guys, this is very, very, very important. Treatments to strengthen your hair and stop the breakage in your hair. So you can get protein treatments either through the ones that you buy at the store. I heard Afro-G has a really great one, but if you want to, you can do at-home treatments. And if you guys want me to, I can make a video on a strengthening pack that I use, or like a at-home protein treatment that you can use on your hair. So just make sure to use a protein treatment because that will stop the breakage at the ends of your hair and strengthen your hair and just make your hair stronger so you guys can have it longer. Yeah. Step number 10 is, guys, please do not comb your hair when it's dry. When you comb your hair when it's dry, it's more prone to breakage, okay? Have you guys ever even tried combing dry hair? It's like the worst thing. It's like the worst feeling ever because it just doesn't glide through nicely and stuff. It's just it feels like you're combing straw basically, and like you'll hear it and everything, and that's not a good sound. So you just don't comb your hair when it's dry. Step number 11 is to make sure you detangle your hair mostly with your fingers. And this is like for when you're inside the shower. Finger detangling eliminates a lot. Like it can be a little bit time consuming, but it's way more gentle than using a comb when you're inside the shower, because the combs can, like, if you're not using a wide tooth one, it could most likely break your hair. So either use your fingers or use like a wide tooth comb, because wide tooth combs are good too, but I strongly suggest using your fingers because you could always feel the little knots and tangles, and you could take your time and take them out rather than having a comb just rip it out, if you know what I mean. So yeah, mostly finger detangle your hair. And the last step is step number 12. Guys, you have to be patient with your hair, okay? Very, 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 very patient with your hair, because your hair is not going to grow overnight. Your hair is going to take you a couple of years to grow. To grow this length, it took me, how old am I now? 16? It took me 16 years to grow my hair just to this length, and that's because my hair just wouldn't grow until when I was in 8th grade. My hair started growing this summer when I was going into high school, as I told you guys before. So and that's when it just started growing out of nowhere. So you guys definitely want to make sure that you're just being patient with your hair. I seriously believe if you keep stressing yourself about your hair length, your hair is just gonna fall out and it's just not gonna grow. So you might as well just like be patient with your hair and stop bothering it, leave it alone, and you'll just be good. I used to be obsessed with growing long hair, and look at me now. Can't believe it. But yeah. So I hope these tips work for you. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.